Okay, I just got a call from Pino, asked me to come and have a look at his truck, and this is what I'm seeing. So the queen bee is on the back light, and I'm going to grab those bees and put them in that box, and hopefully they'll all head in there. So this is the first time I've ever done a swarm capture, so it's a bit of fun. It's going to be looking awesome, and hopefully we can end up moving these guys to King Lake. Back soon.
Yeah, they're all on alert because they're pulsing. You don't have a little brush, do you? Not a broom, just like a little brush. Perfect. Thank you. That's all right.
Seeing that they're pulling up the box now. Yes, sure.
So I've managed to put as many as I can in. I don't know if the queen's in there yet. I'm just going to wait, because if she's in there, they'll all head back in there. But I can still see little bits and pieces here, which I will scoop up like this. And hopefully, it's a bit hard with one hand, hopefully scoop up and put them down where the queen, if the queen's in the hive. But I've made a walkway. I have to fix it up a little bit so they can get up. Some of these might be nurse bees where they can't fly yet, so I just need to check, make sure everything's okay. Okay, so I think I've managed to successfully get the bees off the truck. There's a few still hanging around, but I can tell that all the bees at the front are fanning, and I think that means, hey, the queen's inside, come on in. So there's not many left. There's still some on the outside. They keep going back to where the queen was before, I guess. But it looks pretty good, I assume. They seem to all be going in. Okay, so here we are, 6:15 a.m. in the morning. All the bees are in the hive, and today I'm going to tape the lid down, close the gap at the front, and take them up to King Lake. So this is what it looks like. So that's the lid closed. Now I just got to tape the lid down because it just comes off straight off. Put it in the back of the Amarok and take it straight up to King Lake, and hopefully we've got a brand new hive underway. More honey back soon. Okay, so we've arrived, and I've just added the next beehive, the one with the swarm that I caught. Put it next to the green one for the minute. On the Melbourne Cup weekend, which is the first Tuesday in November, we're changing this whole design. We're going to put some post and rail in that the beehives can actually sit on, get them completely off the ground, rather than the pellet and the frames and the bluestone. So it's early, it's about 7:45 in the morning. So the flow hive, not much action, starting to get sun. It's going to be about 23 today, so it's going to be nice. The yellow hive, plenty of traffic I can see here. I can hear the noises. I'm actually going to open this today and find out how that nook that I added, how that's integrated. The green hive here, and here's the other hive. I've closed the lid, which I will open now. Oh no, it's a bit early, and I expect no one to be coming out, of course. But I did check, and I could hear the bees in there making that little buzzy sound. So we're just going to wait half an hour, an hour. You can see the sun is dying to come through. Just have a look up here. It's going to be an absolute cracking day. Sun coming through. It's actually quite cold. I think it's about 2 degrees. Still no sign of the blackberries flowering, but that's okay. And if you have a look, it was cold last night. There's plenty of frost around. This is where we are. It's really good spot. There's so many rabbits. Like just rabbits everywhere. We do have a pesky wombat who's been digging up around here. He comes over here and he digs just around here. You can see all the fresh soil being, well, it's not too fresh, but, and he always craps on the bluestone paver. So, don't know what to do there. I hope he doesn't like honey. But that's it. Be back soon. Okay, so fast forward an hour and a half. It is about 9:15 and I can see the flow's underway. All the bees, the activity's picked right up. The yellow hive as well. That's the hive where I added the nuke to the queenless hive up top. So I'm about to inspect that now, just to make sure it's okay. I can see over here with the green hive and the white hive, I'll put them next to each other and there's a little bit of confusion, but I think they're working it out. I can see bees going in and out of each of their respective hives. So it's picked right up. It's looking actually quite good. I'm just going to flip the lid off the top of the white hive. That's the swarm. I just want to find out how many bees approximately are in there. The frames are a little bit crap because this was a hive that I replaced. So the bees that were in the white hive were put into the green hive, into a brand new hive, freshly painted and so on, and I took the white one away. And when we had the swarm, all I had available, because it was 5:50 in the morning, all I had available was this box, and it's an 8 frame, whereas all the others are 10 frames in each box. So the yellow one, for example, has 20 frames in it. The green one has 10 frames. The white box is an 8 frame. So I already have another box ready to go, but I want to have a look at some of the crappy frames in the white box and replace them. So I need to buy 5 frames or so. So once that's done, I'm going to let this settle for pretty much the next 3 weeks. I'll come up once maybe, have a look. We still got to do our excavation, which is going to be putting 2 posts here, 2 posts in the ground there, 2 posts in the ground here, with 2 posts going across the top, and the hives will sit that way, like that. Keep them off the ground. We don't have many ants here, but I have seen ants in the hive. They're tiny little black ants. They can fit pretty much through any gap possible. And as you know, ants love honey, so getting them off the ground will help. And with old mate Wombat, he's been here. I can see his crap there, and plenty of rabbits and so on. I just want to get them off the ground so nothing can climb up. So I'll be back in a second once I lift the lid off and we can have a look. Cheers. Okay, so here is the swarm. There's a broken frame, I need to fix that, but it's very tiny. It's a tiny little swarm, but it seems okay. I think given them the opportunity, they will grow, and I think things will get better for these guys. Again, they're very gentle. It's a little bit hard to... I'm just going to push these together like so. These guys are brand new, and the queen's in there, and she's going very well. So if I just spin around this side, all of that comb that was already there was from the previous frame. I can see that they're checking it all out, making sure everything's okay. I'll get some more frames in here, just don't have them at the minute. The shop doesn't open till 10 o'clock, so I just need to fill this in to keep them warm, which is quite good. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I've been here approximately an hour and a half. I'm not going to find the queen. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to bug them. I'm just going to let them establish and grow. Now to the yellow hive. Before the yellow hive, I'll do the green hive. All I'm doing is opening the lid, just having a look. You can see that they're on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're moving over. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're also building on this one, which is the new one. These 3 here are empty. This was only put in like a week ago. So there's plenty of activity. I can see at the front, in and out, in and out. So that's good. So this colony is building. And it looks good. Okay, bit of smoke to drive them down while I put the queen excluder back on. There goes. Good job. Good job. This one gently. Come on, everyone. Out of the way. Okay. Oh, you're stuck, little man. Look at you, you whacker. Get out of here. Anyone else? Come on, out you go. Alrighty, I think we should be. Are they okay? Are they going to be okay? Yes! Perfect, perfect, perfect. As you know, with this white queen excluder, the queen can't get through it. The queen can't get through it, but these guys can. So, what's this little whacker doing? He's stuck, mate. No, you're through. Good job. Alrighty, I'll just put the lid back on here now. Okay, this is the hive I'm especially looking forward to today. I did a split from the flow hive about 5 weeks ago. I took out 3 fully capped brood frames and 2 frames of honey and put them in the yellow without a queen, and hopefully that in the time that I left them they would create a new queen. But after about 4 weeks I come back and checked, they hadn't done it. So I purchased a nuke, and what I did was put the paper in to separate the split from the flow hive in the bottom, put some newspaper in with a couple of slits, purchased the nuke and put that in the top. So that's been in there since Tuesday this week. It's now Saturday. So hopefully the pheromones of the queen have spread through the hive and they love her. So what I'm going to do now is take the lid off, and once that's done I'll be back. Okay, with the lid off the yellow hive, I'm seeing good growth here. Well, not growth, but everything seems to be working out. I'm going to see if I can get a couple of these little frames out here. They're a bit hard. I need my hive tool, which I'll grab, and just see what's happened with the paper down below and how it's all tracking. So again, it looks good. Nice and calm. He's not stinging me, he's just checking me out. Okay, so I've taken out 3 frames, removed a little bit of the paper, so at least they can get down and get out. Just got to make sure that these guys are going to be okay. I just move the frame here. You can see it looks pretty good. I can see holes all the way through to the front, so all the bees can get in and out. Just want to make sure that I don't lock these guys up in the top and something happens. They did get a bit angry for a second, but they're all working away. I'll close this up in a second and let them get on with their day. Plenty of room down there. I've been chewing through that newspaper pretty strongly. Okay, nice and calm. Alrighty. And just before I finish off, just have a look at the flow here. We're just busy as usual. Look at this little ripper go. These guys are just so strong. When I took the frames out of the brood and the honey, that's 5 frames they needed to rebuild in the second box here, in this box. So they're busily doing that. And up the top is, as you know, if you're not familiar, it's the Flow Hive Super, which uses the turnkey system to get the honey out. So the plan is to get 3 more of these, 1, 2, 3 for the other hives. They're taking off like little bullets. So, that said, we now have 4 working hives. This guy's good. I'll let them get a bit of sun. Might be nice for them. They're probably enjoying it. But they're busy. What are they doing on the other frame? I'm not going to touch that today. Yellow back together. I'm going to put some cardboard in the white hive, just where, so the side frames, because it's short frames, just to keep it warm. And there's traffic in and out, and again traffic in and out of here. So wonderful, just wonderful. Just went up to our workshop, or Ralph's workshop I should say, and just found 5 frames. So I knew we had a few in stock. I just couldn't remember where I put them. So you can see one's broken here. So that's a pretty busy one, so I'm not going to do anything here. I'm just going to leave it. And I'll just get these frames in 2, 4, 5. That'll do. Oh, that's only an 8 framer. So what I'll do is I'll just put in 3 more frames. So it's quite easy to put them in. Just drop them in gently. Slide. This will keep the hive nice and warm as well. It's funny, I was just watching a video on YouTube about robber bees. They're bees that come and try and rob from beehives. And I think I just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's going to be the 8. That's all I need. I'll take the other 2 back. Yeah, the robber bees, I think I just saw one because its abdomen didn't have, see how they got the stripes like a tiger type pattern. The ones that I saw were just all black. So I think this frame here is going to be a pain, and I don't want to hassle them at the minute. I want to wait for this to get stronger. Eating a bit of mud, which is always a good thing. Looking good, looking good. I'm about to wrap up at the minute, and the flow, as you can see, very busy. Everyone's establishing who's who again because of the introduction of a new hive, but it's tranquility up here, nice, peaceful, heaps of flowers. Wait till this explodes. All of this explodes. They're heading off. They head off over here. There's a big forest of ironbark trees, and they got some beautiful flowers. I think that's why our honey is so beautiful. It's about probably half a K over. We have just behind here, we have a big dam. So it's full of water, plenty of water. So I think we're in a prime position. Alright, that's going to be it for this trip. I'm going to let these guys enjoy themselves, grow, prosper, and make us beautiful honey that we can all share. Done. See ya. Just before I left, I just noticed the bees were fighting a little between the two hives. Maybe they're a bit too close together, not sure. But what I've done, I've just tilted the entrance to the white hive a little bit away, so because the bees were coming back, and where the green hive was initially here, so I slid it over, so maybe their GPS was a little bit off. But I can tell you now that on this hive, they're out the front fanning, saying, hey, if you belong to this colony, here's your hive. And to a bee, this must sound like a B-52 taken off. And smell. I do have my bee suit on, of course. Not sure if they're fighting. No, I don't think they're fighting. Are they? No. They were fighting a lot before, sort of just on the edge here. So now that I've turned it to the side, it seems to be a lot better. She's still fanning away. It's all new. They're in their new home. Okay, awesome.